Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today I got a couple things to want to share. First I want to talk about I'm going to share my 1949 Leaf Premiums again. Just, I guess my hoard, my hoard of 49 Leaf Premiums. You know what I want to talk about today also is one of my, so that'll be the second thing. The first thing is, and it all ties in together, is like big slabs. You know, I had one of my subscribers, I'll call him JR. He sent me an email yesterday and seeing if I wanted to buy this card autographed. And, you know, I passed on it first because I do have the card and I have so many autographs of Dan Marino that, you know, I really wasn't too interested in that, even though I'm a huge Marino fan and he knew it. And I really want to thank JR for at least offering me that. I really appreciate it. But what I wanted to say was that the reason that he did not want the card was because when he bought it, he got it and it was a big card in a big slab. And he didn't like that. Like many people, you know, and me also, you know, we kind of have some OCD sometimes, us collectors, and we want everything the same. So this collector he bought it, and when he got the card, it was a big card. He didn't realize it was so big, and it was in a big holder. So he didn't want it, you know. And you know, I don't blame him. These things are so hard to store. You know, if you look at the size of these things, I mean, you know, here's my water bottle, and it's like the size of my friggin' water bottle almost, you know. Look at that thing. So it's one of those things that, you know, they're big cards. They're tough to store. So even though this is it's a Police Marino, it's a rookie card of Marino, 1984 Police, and it's a rare card. It's not as desirable as the regular 84 tops because it's a big card and it's in a huge slab. Now you can't really tell the size of the slabs here, but it's a big slab. Trust me, it's a big slab. And I should have probably pulled some other samples of a regular slab, but you know, I just did this live. So anyway, I just wanted to show that. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, you know, he said it was a big slab, it was the biggest slab he had, but you know what? I've got the biggest slab, probably I got the biggest slab ever made. And anybody want to challenge me on it, please do, you know. So I encourage anybody that has a bigger slab than the one I'm going to show now to let me know. But before I show it, I want to show you something else. This is one of the premiums, right? This is a 49 Leaf Premium. This is the Babe Ruth, the blank and background with the no bio on it, right? So this was graded. It was graded a 4 by Beckett. Now, one reason that, and it's big. I mean, it's big, but it's a little bit bigger than this. Again, I'll use my water bottle as an example. It's as big as almost as big as my water. It is bigger than my water bottle, right? So that's not the biggest slab, but this is how things should be slabbed for this premium, right? And so now let's take a look at PSAs, and PSA is even bigger, right? Check it out. PSA is even a bigger slab than that. I can barely even fit it in my screen here. Let me go ahead and shoot down because I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit the big slab. So if you think this is big, it gets bigger, guys. So, you know, and these are some of the things that are so inconsistent about this hobby, and I really don't like. I wish that some of these things were all the same sizes. I mean, you know, this thing is just, you know, that's a perfect fit. And then you got something that's a lot bigger than this. But that's not the biggest. So I'm going to challenge anybody. If you have anything bigger than this friggin' slab that's coming up right now, you let me know. Look at this monster. I can't even fit it in the damn screen. Check this monster out. And this is, again, Beckett. Come on, Beckett. Why are you not consistent? Because look at this crap. This is how it should be. And look at that. This thing is like a tray. I could serve food on this damn thing. You know, is that ridiculous or what? So Beckett grading, yeah, this is a nice Leaf Premium Lou Gehrig, a 4.5. But how the hell can I store this thing? It's humongous. Now here's my water bottle again. And it doesn't even fit in the screen. It's like 2 times my water bottle. It's huge. Look at that thing. It's humongous. I could literally put 2 big slabs and serve up a tray, and it's still bigger. So, you know, these were some of the things that why Beckett really wasn't, you know, I mean, check that out. I wish you could see it in person, guys. This thing is humongous. There is nothing bigger than this. This thing is like 2 feet by 2 feet, I think. It doesn't even fit in my camera. But I wanted to show this because this shows the ridiculousness that they spent probably $20 worth of plastic on this monster to get this thing graded. So I challenge anybody, if you have a bigger slab than this, show it to me, because I don't think there is one. It's huge, guys. I mean, you got to see it in person. I could serve food on this thing. It's like a serving tray at a restaurant to literally serve. Here's your meal, sir. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And that's one reason why Beckett, you know, really didn't do well, because it's just, you know, so inconsistent. Here's a Beckett grade, and here's another Beckett one. And look at that thing. They're the same size. So anyway, I'm rambling on. I better stop the rambling at this point. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with my 49 leaf, my hoard of 49 leaf. And why did I start this? Well, you know, I started this in the 90s. I picked up a nice batch. I said it in my previous videos. You can go back and find the story on this. But I was really fascinated with the 49 leaf. And it is 49, guys. And I'm going to show you proof right now that it is 49. So it is 49 leaf cards. And I was really fascinated with these premiums because they really are so rare and people never realized it. And back in the 90s when the... no, it's not the junk wax era anymore, Mangini. It's the boom era. When the boom era started in the 90s, just like today, the boom era is now. What happened was I switched and I stopped collecting all those 90s cards and really refocused my hobby plans back into collecting specific things. And one of the things I collected was the 49 leaf. I just went back because, you know, it was just one of those things that were not produced as much as all the stuff is today. So my advice now, this is perfect time for the collector. Go back and collect some stuff that's rare, that's nice, that you really like, and stop focusing on all the new modern shiny stuff. That stuff's not gonna be worth much in the future, just like what happened in the boom era. So these cards, and I'm gonna, one of the reasons I really am excited to go into the National, but there's one person that I really want to see at the National. It's a father-son, and I won't mention his name right now, but I'm going to try to interview him and his father at the National. They will be there. I've talked to this guy. He's been one of my loyal subscribers right from the beginning, and awesome guy. And his father literally opened these packs of cards, of the 49 leaf cards, and he has his set. He built the entire set of 49 leaf and has a lot of the premiums. Actually only had 3 of the premiums, but he's picking up a few more here and there. I'm going to see if I can help him out with what he needs. But imagine back in 1949, and these cards came out. This is the top of the box of the 49 leaf cards. The cards came, this is the top of the box that somebody had cut out. You know, they cut it out. It's a little bit, so you can see it's the size of the box. I mean, they may have trimmed it a little bit here, but it's the top of the box of the actual cards, the 49 leaf cards. Not 48, guys, not 48. 49 leaf, and I'll show you proof right now. But my thing is, I'm going to interview him because he personally opened these packs back in 1949. He remembers when they came out, and he knows exactly the history of them. First-hand knowledge, which is always the best. And not only that, but this gentleman, his father actually made notes. And that is the most incredible part of this thing. So I'm going to show you some of his notes, and I am going to meet him at the National. I have plans already to meet him. He's my number one thing at the National is to meet him, meet his dad, interview him, and do a once and for all proof that the 48 cards are not 48 leaves, they're 49 leaves. And Dr. Beckett was wrong. Sorry, Dr. Beckett, you're right on everything, but you're wrong on the 48 leaf. The only reason that they put the 48 leaf cards in the on there was that because some of the cards have a copyright of 1948. But as Dave Blue Jacket 66 said it best, the information on the back of most of the cards talks about the 1948 season stats. So it could not have been distributed in 48. And the other thing was that Babe Ruth passed away right at near the end of the 1948. I think it was October or something like that in 48. So they created a Babe Ruth card for the 49 leaf once Babe had passed, kind of a memoriam. So that's why he's in the 49 leaf set. This is part of the journal that this gentleman wrote, and this is April 20th of 1949. He wrote on here, bought several packs of gum and sold them in the school and kept the pictures inside them. The pictures were the cards. But in this year, these cards came with 3 big fat sticks of gum. I think it was 3 big sticks of gum in it. So he sold the gum because people bought these for the gum back in those days, believe it or not. So that was his April 20th. On April 30th, hold on, let me go back a little bit here. April 20th. So that's April 20th. He bought a pack. He bought some packs, sold the gums in the school, and kept the cards. The next day, his journal entry, sold a few more packs of gum, got a picture of Lou Gehrig for emptying a box by the drugstore. Got a picture of Lou Gehrig for emptying the box by the drugstore. Well, that is exactly what happened here. It says, get the free big picture of one of baseball's all-time greats, to the purchaser of the last package in this box. And the card, the packs contain 5 pictures, which is 5 cards in each pack of cards. So that is the fact, and that is proof that these cards not only came out in 1949, but that these were inserted into the packs, into the boxes, and they were in the bottom of the box. They were box bottoms, and the last person to buy the pack of cards would actually get the picture that was in the box. In his case, he got the Lou Gehrig card, and that's what he says here. So next, I want to show you what happened next. Next thing he said on April 30th, he sent for the baseball stuff from the bubble gum wrappers. So in the wrappers, and actually he says, work today, got paid $14. So that's a lot of money he got. But again, he sent for a baseball stuff from the baseball gum wrappers. So the next entry is he got my album for the Baseball All-Stars bubble gum. And the album that he got was the album to put the cards in. So what he did, and I'll show you, you know, these are some of the ones that he literally got. That's the Lou Gehrig that he got by buying the last pack in the thing. And he also has a Babe Ruth and a few others. So he had, I think, 3 of them. I think 3 or 4, and he ended up buying, recently he bought a couple more to fill it in. But I wanted to share that because that is proof that these cards were distributed in 1949. And it's exactly where these came from. And that is a person that actually, and I'm going to do an interview with him on at the National. And he's going to tell me a full story, a little more detailed, and show me the cards. So he finally got them graded. He sent them into PSA and got them graded. And now they're trying to complete the set. So I wanted to share that with you because Dave Blue Jacket has talked about it a lot, but this is proof from the person himself. And this is not the only proof. There's another gentleman, Ted Z, he's on Ted Zandikas, he's on Net 54. He also did the same thing. He bought these packs of cards and he ended up getting the premiums, which were 1 per box. So how rare are these? They're pretty rare because if you think about only 1 per box of 49 leaf cards, and the 49 leaf cards were rare on top of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just flash through some of mine and show you some of the rarest one. And this one specifically is the rarest version of the 49 leaf, which is the color version. As far as I know, I've only seen 3, maybe 4, I think 3 of these I've seen. And all of them were in horrible condition. Some of them have tape marks. One of them was graded authentic and the other one was really bad shape. This is the best one out there. And this card will eventually, when I sell this card, it's gonna go to Dave Blue Jacket 66. I'm gonna give him first shot to buy this. He's got the best collection on YouTube. And I know that, you know, a lot of people have awesome collections, and I have a great collection too. But from what I've seen, and, you know, Mike Junkwax Hero always says, you know, you and Dave have the best collection. No, Mike, Dave Blue Jacket 66 has the best collection that I've ever seen in my life. And, you know, hopefully, you know, once I decide to sell this, this will be in his collection for the rest of his life too. So I'm gonna go through some of my 49 leaves because I got a hoard of these things, guys. You know, when I got into these things back in the 90s, I would pick everyone up. I studied it. I did whatever I could to learn about these cards. And when I would see one, I'd pick it up. And that's why I had to pick up this monster here because, hey, you know, I couldn't pass it up, even though I didn't realize how big the damn slab is. It's a serving tray. So I'm gonna just go through some of these and flash some of these by you. I don't wanna make this video too long. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on big slabs. And if you have any slabs bigger than the one I showed you, hey, let me know. I'd love to see it, but I doubt it. So let me show you some of these cards here. So this is the Christy Mathewson. All these are the highest graded examples. This is the #1 set on the registry. So this is the 5. And I forgot to show you this. This is the Walter Johnson. This is the highest graded Walter Johnson. Literally, this is the highest graded leaf premium that exists. Nothing in the whole registry is graded more than a 6.5. And that's what this Walter Johnson is. Christy Mathewson is the 5, highest graded. All these are highest graded. I'm not gonna keep repeating it. Now, this Lou Gehrig is not the highest graded. This Lou Gehrig is the highest graded. And that's a 5. And that's a 4.5. So look at the size of this monster. Come on, guys. I could put 2 of these in one. Crazy. So that's the Gehrig. And of course, there are 3 versions of roofs. Here's one of them. And that's the one with all of the writing and all that stuff. It's called the dark background with the text box. Another one of the cards I got here to show you is the, hold on a second, guys. some of these things. I mean, they just move around. I hate when they do this. There we go. I just want to get that just a little straight there. And that's the Grover Cleveland Alexander. And Grover Cleveland's one of the best pitchers ever in the history of baseball. He was one of the first inductees into the Hall of Fame on the first round. And that is graded a 5. So I'm going to show you that. Here's another one. This is the highest graded of Ed Walsh. One of the rarest cards out there from this set. And that one is a 3.5. Then I've got the Mickey Cochran. And the Mickey Cochran is a 6. Again, all these are highest graded. And I've got duplicates, so I'm going to show you some of these. I'm just going to show you my whole, this is my whole 49 leaf hoard, like I call it. That's the Mickey Cochran. And then the other highest graded card in the set here is the John McGraw. The only other graded 6.5 premium. This is John McGraw. So that's the John McGraw. And then, and that's what I got. Now I'm going to show you my doubles, because I literally have 2 sets of these, 2 complete sets, a little more, but 2 sets. There's another Grover Cleveland. This one is in a 5. Let's see, where's my other Grover Cleveland? Yeah, so I have 2 Grover Clevelands in 5s. They're twinsies here. So I've got 2 Grover Clevelands, both the highest graded, the only 2 5s that exist. Then I've got another Christy Mathewson, and this one is in a 3. And where's my other Christy? My other Christy is the 6.5. Here's my other Christy, and that's my other Christy, which is the 6.5. So that's Christy and Christy. And then I got another Walter Johnson, and that Walter Johnson is in a 4. And this is I have the number 1 graded set and the number 2 graded set on the registry, but I haven't put this on the registry because it's kind of ridiculous for me to put both sets on there. So where's my other Walter Johnson? But anyway, it's in the pile. I'm telling you, it's a hoard, guys. It's a hoard. There it is. So that's my 4 Walter Johnson, and that's my 6.5 Walter Johnson. So I showed you that. Next, I've got the second highest John McGraw, which is a 5, versus my 6.5 here. So that's my other Walter Johnson. I mean, my other John McGraw. And what else we got here? And then we have another Mickey Cochran here. And this Mickey is in a 4. This one's in a 6. So that's my other Mickey Cochran. It's a hoard, guys. I've been hoarding these. And another one here, and last but not least, is one of the rarest one of them all, is that Ed Walsh I was telling you about. And this one's in a 1. Try to find this card in any condition. So that's the Ed Walsh. And I do have the other Ed Walsh in here somewhere, which you saw before. But anyway, it's the hoard. This is my hoard of 49 leaf cards. Where's my other? Well, it's in there somewhere, guys. I showed you before. Anyway, it's in there somewhere. So I don't want to drag out this video much longer, but I did want to show you my hoard of 1949 leaf premiums. I wanted to show you the proof that the 49 leaf premiums were in 49, and the 49 the leaf are 49 leaves. They're not 48s, guys. And that's the box topper, and I showed you all the rest of the stuff. So anyway, guys, I wanted to give you a quick look at all of my stuff that I have collected over the years. And this is a great time for you guys to go back and collect some of the stuff that is still underpriced. You know, sell some of that modern stuff. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching my videos. I truly, truly appreciate it. Watch out for that video from the National when I interview this gentleman that actually kept track collected the cards. He literally has the entire set in an album, and he has a lot of the premiums, and whatever he's missing, I'm going to find out and maybe work something with him to give him what he needs. So I want to just thank everyone for watching. Really appreciate you guys, and that's about it. And if anybody has a bigger slab than this monster slab here, come on, guys. That challenge is on. Find me a bigger slab than this monster. Is about 3 feet, 2 feet by 2 feet, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, it's a friggin' serving tray. All right, guys. Have an awesome day. Please like and subscribe. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. I'll catch you on the next one.